Hello everybody, my name is Juliet and I'm here today to give you some information about identity theft. According to the Federal Trade Commission.gov website, many as 9 million Americans have their identity stolen each year. Identity theft is when someone gets our personal information without our knowledge and uses it to commit a fraud. The three most important points you should know about identity theft are how identity theft affects us, how our identity can be stolen, and how to avoid our identity from being stolen. The first point I am going to discuss today is the effect of identity theft. Identity theft is a very serious crime that sometimes we don't realize how badly it can affect our lives. According to the Federal Trade Commission.gov website, most impacting effects of identity theft are: first, financial problems. For example, you are not going to be able to rent an apartment, get a job, or qualify for a mortgage. Buy a car, because someone else's bad credit is recorded under your credit report. You will be treated with lawsuit, garnish your wages, and have your home taken away from you. Second, criminal repercussions, which refers to the act of pretending to be someone else when apprehended for the crime. People have been convicted of serious crime under a false identity, causing enormous problems for the person whose identity was stolen. Third, emotional problems. You may also be feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and confused about how to proceed once you find out you have been victimized. It's common to feel you have been violated and your privacy has been taken away from you. Second, I will be discussing the many ways in which identity thieves can steal our identity. The most common way our identity can be taken is by stealing our wallet. However, there are many other ways that we need to be aware of. Usually, identity thieves look for information such as social security numbers, names, date of birth, and driver's license numbers. According to the Federal Trade Commission.gov website, some of the different ways identity thieves can steal our identities are: looking through trash cans for personal information, stealing wallets, purses, and mail, the use of a device to steal credit or debit card numbers, phishing scams on the internet, and making phone calls pretending to be from a telemarketing company. The last point I am going to discuss is the different ways we can avoid identity theft from happening. According to Federal Trade Commission.gov website, while nothing can guarantee that you won't become a victim of identity theft, you can minimize your risk and minimize the damage if a problem develops by making it more difficult for identity thieves to access your personal information. Some of the ways to avoid identity theft are: protect your social security number. Social security is one of the most important personal information since it's used as identification and account number by many entities. Treat your trash and mail very carefully. An easy way to carefully treat your personal information that goes on the trash is by using a server. Be on guard when using the internet. Do not share any personal information until you have verified the credibility of the source. Select intricate passwords. Safeguard your purse and wallet, and store information in a safe location. In conclusion, awareness is an effective weapon against many forms of identity theft. Since identity theft is a very common fraud nowadays, we have to be aware of how our personal information can be stolen and taken. An important step on fighting identity theft is by educating our friends, families, and members of our community. Thank you.